I thought I'd make this quick video just to explain the risk that you're taking if you're still trusting one-to-one tutors. So firstly, if your child is not aiming for an A or A star, please exit this video because I'm about to expose the truth about one-to-one tutors. This may be one of the most important videos you watch today. It can change the trajectory of your child's A-Level Maths grade. So why should you trust what I'm about to tell you? We actually own one of the UK's leading tutoring agencies, specialising in aiding students to secure an A or A star in A-Level Maths. We only teach maths. We took years to build this company on reputation. We work with celebrity parents and ultra-high net worth individuals. There are some great tutoring agencies, but you need to be very careful. Just to make it very clear, the A-Level Maths Ascension is not one-to-one tutoring. A-Level Maths tutors cost £50 to £70 per hour. The agency pays them £20 to £30 per hour. The agency profits around £15 per hour from you, and the tutor profits £25 per hour from you. At the end of the day, you pay them both. And that's completely fine, as long as they provide highly vetted tutors. They've got specialist training, a track record of success, and you feel very confident in their abilities. But that's not the issue. They only teach 1 to 2 hours per week. That's not enough time. A student usually forgets 80% of what they've learned within 48 hours. Tutors rely on weak repetition, and the progress is really slow. They can't compete with students in a system that provides regular live session practice. They just won't get you an A. Unless you have them 2 to 3 times per week, which would be costing you £600 to £800, sometimes even more per month. You'll be left thousands of pounds out of pocket without a guarantee of the desired result. Even if you get 2 to 4 hours of study with a tutor, how can you compete with students on a targeted system that are getting 7-day support and 6 to 10 hours of study per week? The answer is very simple. You just can't. You need to change your views on A-Level Maths. It's a competition. You can work really hard but still get a B. If you don't outcompete your competitors, your child will sit the same exam as students on our system. Tutors often focus on content, not exam technique, which leaves students unprepared for the real exam paper. Tutors lack structure and control, but it's not their fault. They've just not taught enough students. Exam technique, timing under pressure, checking your work, and consistent practice, those are the real systems that secure your A or A star. If you have a tutor who's not checking in on your child, keeping them accountable, generating progress reports based on your child's target grade at least once per month, get rid of them immediately, because your child's future is simply not worth the risk. Tutors are sometimes students who are not a specialist in A-Level Maths alone. Some have just graduated from university. They don't have the experience to be a specialist. They might have an A star in A-Level Maths, but how well can they transfer that knowledge to your child? Some don't even have a degree in maths. So why would you trust somebody without a maths degree to teach maths? But having a degree in maths doesn't automatically make you a good tutor either. What really matters is knowing how to take something complex and simplify it. That's exactly what we do best. I've seen a student spend £100 per hour on a head of maths in one of the top private schools in the UK. Guess what grade they got? It wasn't an A, and it definitely wasn't an A star. That tutor was too boring for the student. Although he had the knowledge, there was absolutely no progress in the student's results. How do I know this? On his resit, he came to us and scored an A. Your child needs engagement. They need a community where maths practice does not feel like hard, repetitive work. If you're thinking about a tutor, your child will be learning alone, with no peers to compare pacing, technique, and performance. Why would they do that when they could spend their time with our other students, all aiming for medicine, dentistry, and engineering? They can be on a system where their leaders care about them, where your child looks forward to joining every session. The harsh truth is, tutor and teacher paychecks stay the same whether your child performs or not. A tutor won't refund you for your time when your child doesn't perform to your expectations. We've got a reputation to uphold. We will become the go-to A-Level Maths system in the UK. This is 2025, not 2015. Everything has advanced, but not traditional one-to-one tutoring. Tutors teach from generic worksheets and textbooks. none of which match the 2025 exam style. Our A-star students don't get caught out by outdated resources. There's absolutely no exam board precision. Tutors say the syllabus is the same, but in reality, edXL, AQA, and OCR are not the same. We know the differences, the tutor thinks they do. Most tutors have no structured system. We can show you the exact steps we will take to ensure your child's target grade is achieved. Tutors don't have any application training. Tutors explain topics, but unfamiliar wording, multi-step reasoning, timing, ability to adapt, tutors don't train this. No work-checking discipline. Most tutors check the question you're doing right in front of them, not the 20 questions you do alone. This is how silly mistakes persist. It's dependent learning. A-star students need independence, not spoon-feeding. Does your tutor even record all their sessions? They don't want to waste their time editing, uploading. They don't care. You can't go back and rewatch the lesson if you're stuck or want to have a refresh. Tutors don't teach exam psychology. We do. A-star performance is mental. Confidence under pressure, checking your work, answer analysis, mistake diagnosis, reading tricks, structured thinking. These are things that are crucial if you're aiming for an A-star. An A or A-star requires absolute specialism. Most tutors just teach part-time. They're too busy with their own life to care. A teacher's priority is always going to be their job. A student's priority is always going to be their degree. This is our job. Your child is our priority. We want every member in our system to be a success story. It's taken Mandy 9 years to perfect her system to take any student from their current position to an A or A-star. We introduce a proven structure. We save them hours of ineffective revision. We lay out an organized pathway for them to follow. This gives them an unfair advantage over other students who will be competing with them on the same exams. At the end of the day, the examiner who will mark your child's paper ultimately determines their future. They can't see your child's background, whether they study at a private school, public school, grammar school, or study independently. We focus on making it easy for the examiner to see they have an A-star student's paper in front of them. This system was designed to bridge the gap between school learning and the real exam. We don't leave any of our students behind. Mandy has made herself available for her students 24/7 via WhatsApp. This is more than a top system. It's like having an A-star examiner by your child's side from now until their A-level exam. You can stop worrying about maths. We will take care of everything. Don't make a life-changing mistake. A B in maths could be the difference between your child earning $40,000 per year or over $100,000 every year. So please take care and invest your money wisely. If your future depends on your maths grade, get in contact with us today. Thank you very much.